don't give in. Yeah. Miles and miles you will have been.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here with
Suffolk Amy.
Suffolk Amy, and we are in a very, very creepy spot. One of the most haunted spots in the woods in Suffolk. Now, I was here about 2 to 3 years ago. I made a very short vid, but today we come back to have a proper look and see what we think. And where are we, Amy?
Potsford Gibbet.
We're at the Potsford Gibbet.
Yep.
Now, there's a story to this place, and Amy's just going to fill you in on a little bit of the background so you know what we're talking about. So, over to you, Amy.
Alright, well, just make sure that I get his name right. His name was Jonas Snell, and he was a servant to a John Bullard and John Bullard. They share the same name, a father and a son, who were working in a mill. And Jonah took an axe to them. He murdered them, and then I believe he strung them upside down.
Yeah, from two hooks.
From
two hooks in the bakery.
yeah,
Yes, yeah, all in the mill. Yes,
in the mill. And
very nice.
he then wandered around the streets, blood still dripping from his axe, blood staining his clothes, and he was put on trial, I believe, found guilty, and met his demise
Here.
right behind us.
Yes, we're gonna show you the gibbet in a minute, but that is the actual story. And the other part was, in those days they used to like to use deterrents. So they, after he was hung, they put him into a metal frame, and they left him hanging here for 40 years. And after the 40 years, they took him down and buried him somewhere in this area, or his remains. Where that is, nobody knows. So there's been stories in the past of people seeing skeletorial faces coming out at them, even during the daytime.
Yep.
And people picking up all sorts of things in this area, all to do with this hanging, or this, well, it was a hanging, yeah, this hanging all those years ago. So with that, I think we'll do one or two things paranormal. We'll use the Dowsing rods again, and one or two other things, and we'll show you. So hope you enjoy.
And don't forget to ask us any questions you might have in the comments.
Okay. Right, this is the actual Potsford Gibbet. It's what's remaining of the wood structure that they hung the murderer on, which take you down and show you. It's got a little sort of wrought iron fence around it, and there's a sign on here. I'll leave that there for you to be able to read for a sec. There you go. You can hear passing cars now and then, but when there's no cars, it's deadly silence, isn't it, Amy?
It's very quiet.
It's a very dark, creepy wood, actually. Well, silent. I wouldn't say it's dark, would you, Amy? Because we're here during the day. I don't know what it'd be like at night. But and the other thing is that actually the ground goes downwards this side in front of you, and that is known as Drag Arse Hill. And I think the explanation for that is in the name, drag arse. They dragged you up here, and you came up on your arse because you didn't want to land up on this post, and that's why it's called Drag Arse Hill. And there's the gibbet. Right, we're going to do a little experiment now with the dowsing rods, and as I explained in our last vlog, these are copper cables on a slip piece there. So actually, when you're holding it, you have no control over it. They do their own thing. So what we're going to do is hold them out like this. Let's get them nice and straight. Come on, control you. Hang on. Right, I'm going to make them go straight there myself, and then going to take the pressure off. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh shit! And I'll tell you what, they're actually stuck together. That is unbelievable. Right, thank you very much. They are all over the place. Right, can you, whoever's here with us, can you make these go forward, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I've got the shivers. We have somebody here, I know we have. Are you a man? Can you make them cross if you're a man? We come here with peace and love. No animosity. This is your time to speak to us through these dowsing rods. If you're a woman, can you make them cross? So we have a lady here.
That's
we have a lady.
interesting.
Okay. Can you make them go forward for me, please? Can you make them go forward for me, please? And they're actually magnetic, you know, like a magnet together.
Hmm.
Can you make them go forward, please? Can you make these rods go forward, please? No? So, if you're a woman, can you make these go forward for me, please? Can you make these go forward for me if you're a lady? I think we've got a lady here.
That's very odd.
Is very odd. Did you know the man who was put up here and hung? Did you know him? Could you cross them if you did?
Jonas Snell.
Jonas Snell. Snell.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know him? You did. You knew Jonas Snell. Is this Jonas Snell? If it is, can you make these rods go forward, please? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Are you playing with us? Are you giving us misleading information, Jonas? If you are, be truthful, because we're not here for any animosity against you at all, or your crimes. Can you cross these wands, these dowsing rods for me? Can you say into the camera, the little piece at the bottom where Amy's pointing her finger, can you tell us your name? Can you tell us if you're a man or a woman? I think you're playing games.
Mm.
I think you're playing games. Can you cross these rods if you think this is funny?
Can I ask a question?
Can you cross these rods if you think you want us to live?
Can I ask something?
Pardon?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Do you get sick and tired of people coming here to a place that affected you personally? Do you not want people coming here anymore? Can you cross them if you don't want people coming here?
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, Amy. We're going to reverse this experiment, and I'm going to let you use these rods. Okay? Back in a sec. What we've done now, we've reversed the experiment. Amy has never used dowsing rods before.
No.
So this will be her first attempt, and she wants to ask one or two.
There's ominous thunder right now. Sorry, that freaked me out.
Well, it shouldn't. It says it's not going to rain today,
Okay.
Anyway, so are you ready for this, Amy?
Yeah.
Have you got them straight and you're going to take your fingers off now? Hold them nice and level. Right, asked away.
Okay, so what I want to know is, so I've done some research on this place, and I am talking directly to Jonah Snell right now. I would like you to cross these rods over each other if you are here and you wish to communicate. Can you move them further apart if you don't wish to communicate? You said you were a woman before. If you're a woman, can you cross these over again? Just so that we know. The right one literally feels like someone's holding the other end of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It literally feels like someone's holding it to make it not move.
Yeah. Are you intentionally not using these dowsing rods? Right, if you're not going to come out and play, we won't talk to you. And you'll lose your opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to ask you about your crimes, Jonah, and we were going to ask you to say your piece about it, to hear your side of the story, because I don't think many people do. We were going to do that, but we don't have to.
No?
It's still like it feels like someone's holding the other end.
It's a funny atmosphere here.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a funny atmosphere.
Literally feels like someone's grabbing the other end of it. It's so weird.
Yeah. So what do you think about using dowsing rods then, Amy? First time?
Well, it's weird because even if I tried to move them, I would have to literally, right? You can see me tilting my hands.
Yeah.
And trying to move them back again. You can see me doing that. And if I hold them still,
They just go frontwards. Yeah.
They just stop.
Yeah.
So it's not even like, you really have to try to move them. I don't know. I do feel like something's not.
Right.
Why say that you're a woman?
We'll have another go. I'll have one more go. Right, I'm going to have one more go with the dowsing rods. We haven't had a lot of anything since we started. Can you cross these rods for me, please? Whoever's here, whatever spirit is here, can you cross them, please? Oh. Thank you. Can we go back to the earlier questions? Can you put these forward for me, please, so I know you're definitely here? Can you take them right forward, please? Again, can you cross these if you are a woman? Are you a man? Cross the ones if you're a man.
What about neither man nor woman?
Are you neither man nor woman? I'm going to provoke in a minute, okay?
Okay.
I think you're too cowardly. I really do. I think you were. I think you was a coward. And I think you murdered. And you got your deserts. That's what it seems to me, reading the history. But if you disagree with that, if you really disagree with that, make these dowsing rods cross. And we'll be able to find out the real story of what happened to you. This is your last chance to put the story right. Cross these ones. Okay. They started to. There's definitely a force here. You can feel it.
Something.
I can feel it in these rods as well. It feels to me like we're being played with.
Yeah.
I don't think for 1 minute you're taking this serious. I think you're playing with us. Cross these if you are. Cross these days and rods if you are. If you're just playing with us. Do you play with everybody who comes here? Right, I have in my hand a little crystal. They can be used for many things. One is paranormal, and I'll just give you a little demonstration that they work on energy, the same as the Dowsing rods. So if I put my hand like this, you will see slowly it's starting to spin. As you can see, I'm not moving my top hand, it's just like that. It is using my energy to spin. Now, not everybody can do this. You have to be in the right spiritual mind to do this. As you can see, it spins. So I'm going to take my hand away and it will stop because it's got no energy. But we can ask it questions and see if it will answer. So, if you're a man and you're here with us, can you make this crystal spin, please? Can you make it spin? Can you make it spin? Make it spin, please, if you're a man. There's a little bit of vibration, but it's my hand. I'm trying to keep it as still as anything.
Literally won't focus on it.
Can you spin this crystal, please? Whatever spirit is here, can you spin the crystal? It's a little crystal that is on the end of this little chain. Can you spin it, please? If I make it spin, can you stop it? Can you stop it if you're here? Thank you.
It just stopped.
Thank you. Can you let it go now? That was very interesting, that stopped.
Yeah.
And it's stopped now. I can't make that spin.
Well, they
In
stopped the
fact, I
dowsing
can
rod.
honestly say there's a very cold patch on my hand. It's really cold.
Yeah.
It's like somebody has put their cold, icy hand on my hand.
Apparently the skeletal figure does have a very cold touch.
All right. Can you... Oh, I can feel that. Can you let it spin now, please? Let my energy spin. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. If I was harsh to you earlier, will you stop this spinning? What do you think, Ames?
Yikes.
Yes. I will say now that I apologise to you. I probably don't know all the facts. I'm only reading it through history. And always in history, they always say the victors write the history. So there's probably facts that we don't know that made you do this. And there'll never ever will anybody ever know. But with that, I say to you, go with peace, go with love, thank you. Go with peace, my word. go with love, and may the Lord Jesus Christ have mercy on you, accept you, and make you better. Goodbye. That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. I actually had a cold patch on my palm. It felt like somebody had put their fingers, cold fingers, onto my hand, because my hand's warm.
Yeah.
But it felt like a cold patch in the palm of my hand.
Ew.
I actually think that whatever is here, we have had definitely today.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. And you know, the thing that gets me, paranormal investigators, they spend hundreds and thousands of pounds on electrical equipment.
Yeah.
And you can come ghost hunting with a crystal, a dowsing rod, and a camera, and you can get the same results that some of these people who spend millions of pounds or thousands of pounds on stuff. So, right, Amy, what do you think?
I don't even know. I literally don't even know what to say.
No?
I don't even know.
No.
I don't know. I'm coming here to the Potsford Gibbet in the hopes of talking to Jonas Snell, if I can. There are 2 devices on the Gibbet right now, and there's the EMF detector, that one, and my phone. So if you were to say anything close to either of those, that would mean that we could hear it later on, if you wanted to say anything. And if you put your hands or your ghostiness anywhere near this one, then it will light up. It looks really cool. It's quite fun. So you can do that if you want to, but I'd just like to talk to you for a little bit, because I looked online and I saw a lot of things about you, and I wanted to know if any of them are true. The main thing, the elephant in the room, supposedly you murdered 2 people with an axe. If you have anything to say about that, now would be a great time to say it.
What we'll do, Amy, later on we'll go through your phone, and if there's anything on it, we'll put it into the vid.
Yep.
So, okay?
Thank you.
Well, that's the end of our little investigation into the Potsford Gibbet. I think we had some very, very good results, actually, with the dowsing rods and the crystal. So what was your overall thoughts on the Potsford Gibbet?
I just feel like whoever is here is very elusive, or whatever is here I should say, because I'm not even convinced that was necessarily a person as such.
So what you're saying is it could be an elemental?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And for anybody who doesn't know what an elemental is, and this might sound completely, absolutely bonkers, but some people say that in woods there's elementals, they're folk of the earth, as they say, and they're very mischievous, and they can be very, very naughty. That's all I'm going to say on that one, because I have no thoughts on them. Okay, so
Tinfoil hat.
Tinfoil hat on for that one. So, but I thought we had some really, really good results here today. I think the crystal was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've used a crystal like this for a very, very long while, and I can honestly tell you, when I put my hand out and asked it to stop, because it was spinning because of my energy, I could feel an icy finger on my hand. It was really was there, yeah. And the other thing is, when I actually provoked him, okay, you'll notice that I did say sorry.
Yeah.
because, you know, yeah, it was a hideous murder, but it was nearly 300 years ago.
Yeah.
And we don't know all the facts, and, you know, so this guy might have been driven by something, mental illness or anything like that. You don't know. I'm not making excuses for him, but, you know, he didn't like when I provoked him. There's no doubt about that. But when I said sorry to him, I felt a better peace within the place. Yeah, he wasn't, that anger had gone.
Yeah.
So your final thoughts then, Ames?
I think it'll be very different at night time.
Oh, well, yeah.
I think right now it's strange because there are certain things, like when we're addressing how we're feeling about the place, or when we're addressing the entity, it gets very, very quiet, as in like no natural noise, like no birds or anything.
No cars, hardly.
No, and then when we stop doing that, they're all out suddenly.
Yeah.
There's tons of birds, and
Yeah.
it feels odd.
It is a strange place, and if any other paranormal groups are watching and you've never been to the Potsford Gibbet, here's your challenge.
Give it a go.
Give it a go. So we'd give it a go. I'm going to say, yeah, we're going to go. We're going to go. We are going to go. We've had enough of this place. But what I'm going to say is, all right, safe.
Love each other. Suffolk Amy.
Suffolk Andy.